So, we're continuing the story. We were just about to get started, weren't we? Is there anything I can do? If anything is needed, Doc, the Doc will let you know. It's vital to keep this place quiet during the procedure, so please make sure of that. I will. How much do you want to bet that sometime during this? That seemed like foreshadowing, right? Sometime during the night, the kids are gonna run in and make some noise and stuff will happen. Initiate. Alright, here we go. Pew! Oops. This should be the last accessible memory. Disable speech for all except Johnny. Done. Let's get him. At any time, you can view your position in time by moving the mouse towards the top of the screen. Alright. Control. This time there were no paintings here. How is this his memory when he's not here? Confused. Or river. What kind of song is this? It's just two notes repeated over and over. That's kind of weird, yeah? Wait, can I turn the light on? No. I'm guessing we're leaving? Going to the lighthouse, are we? Maybe it's his wife dying. Funeral? No. She's right there. Rosalind asked, Johnny? What a pleasant surprise. We don't get many visitors around here. My name is Dr. Eva Rosalind, and this is Dr. von Matterhorn, Dr. Lorenzo von Matterhorn. Isn't that a... Fuck, what is it called? How I Met Your Mother reference? Maybe not. Dr. Neil Watts. Are you familiar with the Sigmund Agency of Life Generation? Oh, are you two from the agency? How convenient, I've just been thinking of calling you. Lily, get us some tea, please. Lily? Actually, you've already called us. We're here to fulfill our contract from the relative future. Careful there. If you slip off the cliff, we're gonna have to reload this memory. Watch it, Neil. Show some respect. Yeah, it's just a program, you know. Right? How has he... Is Neil, if they are treating this as a job that they have done many, many times, and he has not learned how to be... I mean, how does he have this job? How is he allowed to interact with these people? I mean, he's the machinist, right? So why is he talking? Why isn't he shutting his mouth and operating the machine as an observer? I know, but this is his last accessible memory, and we need its cooperation. Worst comes to worst, we can just reboot it. Why would you waste time like that? You're here to take me to the moon, aren't you? Yes, Jan. I suppose I had a good run. Not good enough, it seems. He's really pissing me off. So, can you do it? Can you take me to the moon? We can't, but you might be able to. Why do you want to go there? I don't know. It's fine, you can tell us. It is essential for helping us. It is essential for helping us to get you to go there. Do you want the fame? The money? You've got to have a motive. Jump around. I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I just do. I can already tell this is going to be a pain in the ass. Nevertheless, Johnny, here's what we will do. We need to get to your childhood. It is so distant to do so, but it is too distant to do so in one memory hop. Thus, we will need to traverse through your memories with gradual backward leaps, which you've given us the permission to do in the relative future. Once we lay down the waypoints in your childhood memories for direct access, we will return here. That's when you'll need to help us influence the childhood you to become an astronaut, or to get on a giant catapult. The point is, you'll need to have more to say than just, I don't know. As long as you can take me to the moon, I'll cooperate in any way possible. Good. Now, in order to leap to a memory, we need an item that is of importance to you. Do you have a memento of some sort to get us started? That'll do. Well, shall we? Ladies first. Received note. Moon. We'll need to prepare this memento first. Prepare. Right. Complete the memento. Click the orbs to flip pieces. Oh. For the two moves, eh? We are doing origami. I ideal too. Wait. We can finish this in one go. I'm confused. What am I looking for? What am I trying to do? Complete the memento. I'm trying to make it look like a rabbit, right? No? So... I don't get this at all. Maybe we try to make them all bright? Or we try to make them all dark? We try to make them all dark. There we go. The memento can now be activated for traversal. Wonder how... I don't see how this related to the picture. Activate. Wait, what about my privacy? Well, we won't have any privacy, I'm afraid. We'll try not to violate what we can avoid. But in most cases, it can't be helped. Turn off visibility and interactivity. It would be messy to be seen. Yeah. Happy? Jeez, what is with all these rabbits? This is creeping me out. We probably should have checked his record for psychopathy first. What the? Did he hear me? That's impossible. It's probably just a part of his memory. Then I stand by my point. Anyway, quit blabbering and find a memento here to hop from. Multicolored paper rabbit. Well, aren't you special, having two colors when all your siblings look like they drowned in bleach? What's that? You think you're really creepy? Why, yes, I agree. Oh. One click, we find all the mementos. I'm guessing this is quite recently after his wife's death. Wait, memento denied? Requires memory links to shoot. Oh, so this is the memento. We need all the bullets to shoot. Clock is moving, but it's soundless. Clock note. Oh, here he is. No, oh yeah. So wait, I hate this stuff. Olives? What's to hate? It's pickled olives. Ugh, gross. Exactly. An old patched up backpack. What is this? 1,000,000 years old? Guess we'll find out. The Emperor's New Clothes by Hans Christian Andersen. Collection of readings. We can check him out. Don't. If we have to explain our presence to him at every memory, I'd go crazy. Don't tempt me. Oh, just no. Fresh wildflowers. Alright. Now we can shoot the thing. Yeah, memory link established. Alright, so she is mad about something. Dukin. What the fuck was that? What? That's it. I'm doing the break-in from now on. Memento. Prepare. Alright, so he was up... Because this is not him, right? This is the wife. No, that is him. He was up there as well. It's kind of weird, but it's a memory, right? Memories are weird like that. Alright. Remember, the corner can flip the entire diagonal. Can now travel with the Memento umbrella. Activate. A little bit of puzzling. Oh. Right. When it comes to rain, through is better than onto. I don't mind it regardless. I mind being wet. I don't mind the rain. I like the rain. I just like don't having it on me. So I'm with him. Through it would be better. Seems like these memory hubs only span a short period of time. We need to find a leaping memento or it's gonna take forever. Meh. Just enjoy the scenery? Are you kidding me? Memory of River Wilds. Gosh, 3 bars of memory links. Right. Alright, so we go down here. Is that it? I'm confused. Platypus? Honestly, I don't think this animal has the right to exist. The world's not big enough for the two of you. Oh, it opened. It's finished, river. Yawn. Like you, I'll be able to watch over her every day. She won't be alone anymore. The platypus? I might even understand why. But I never stayed true to your wish. No, but I did stay true to your wish. I'm sure Anya is grateful too, you know? Too? Grateful to you too, Anya. When I'm gone, who's gonna watch over us? Oh. Who are you? My name is Eva. I was just passing by. What a place to be passing by, eh? Was she your wife? Yes, her name was River. That's a special name. It didn't need to happen. Hmm? She didn't need to do it. But she... You wouldn't understand. I don't even understand. Alzheimer's? All she had left in the end was the folding of the things, the papers. I mean, I guess it's a memory, right? So I was just passing by. It has had a little dream-like feel to it, right? So a little bit of dreamy stuff. Where just suddenly someone shows up and oh, I was just passing through. Received a note. To Anya. About time you got here, almost thought you fell off the cliff. What were you doing? Enjoying the scenery. What else? Any luck here? Big luck. Huge. Dinosauric. Huh, this place looks pretty empty. It's a lighthouse, what did you expect? Anyway, I'll catch you on the other side. Have fun re-breaking the barrier for yourself. Broken lighthouse lamp. Booyah! Prepare. Ideal shows the minimum of moves that a mentor can be completed in. I wonder if I screwed up by not understanding it first. Like it says overall. Like I lost so many. Like this is gonna be easy, right? First one I totally screwed up. If it's gonna screw with the ending, I mean, probably it will have some effect. Activate memento, activate. Well, no. Probably can't, can it? Just enough. After we pay for your operation, we'll have just enough left for it. So don't you worry. White lie? That's what you call it, right? No, I'm sure we can just stop it. I don't like it when you lie. I calculated our finances. I know what it's like. Why don't you try to convince me against my will? We need the money for your medical bills, River. I understand that Anya means a lot to you, but this is just too much. I mean, she isn't even... Do you know what makes me happy, Johnny? What? Do you? Well, I do. I just hope you can help me with it. River. When the papers for my treatment gets here, I will not sign them. What you do with our money is up to you. But if you would grant my wish, I want to use it to finish building that house. And then, for every day that you live there, I want you to watch over her. Visit her, speak to her, comfort her. I don't want her to be alone anymore. And what about you? Happy. I'll be happy. Johnny? Yes? I made this. Tell me what it is. What? Just tell me what it is. It's a rabbit, like all the others you made. What else? It's made out of paper. What else? Its body is yellow and the rest is blue. Good. What else? Look, River. I wrote a song. It's for you. Okay? Well, would you like to hear it? Yes. You didn't have to bring the piano here for this. I can hear you just fine with the door open. It's called For River. Why so cliché? It's just a placeholder. Who's this Anya they were talking about? If she's so important, shouldn't we have seen her in his late memories? Well, she's dead, isn't she? She's there. They had a daughter named Anya. Daughter died. We're probably not by the lighthouse now. I don't remember this room. They were out at the lighthouse. Their daughter fell down. It was a young child. So this was hers. That's all. I mean, that was left where she fell down. It broke the woman. Right? She couldn't handle, so she dealt the way she could with the origami. And then she died and wanted him to watch over her. Where she died. They probably never found the body then, I suppose. That's my guess. That's my guess. What I read from that, I don't know though. I guess he didn't keep that promise after all. Wait, didn't he say that he did when we was out there? I did keep my promise even though I don't know why. I think he said something like that. Unless what? Never mind. Hey, that's the same song that the kids were playing earlier, huh? I guess he told them. You know what? I'm too manly for this. I'm heading on. Do doing a good job of pissing me off. Dr. Watts. It's not a Doctor Who, it's a Dr. Watts. I already got my memory links. Do you wanna hitch a quick ride or look around yourself? We leave now. We've already seen the memory, I guess. Let's just go. Look what we have here. Hammer? Oh no, they're building the house. I bet they saw this cliff and thought it was not dangerous enough without people living on it. Maybe it was like a suicide cliff, and they decided that, nope, we're not gonna have people kill themselves here anymore. Isabel. Nick called and said I should come. I brought you pickled olives. They're your favorite, right? Heard about River. Will she be okay? Her illness was just diagnosed in its late stage. Fortunately, it's treatable. Oh. The medical bills. Oh, right. We can't afford to finish this building, this house, Isabel. Can barely afford to pay for her treatment. I'm just relieved that she'll be okay, but you don't know how much this place means to her. She's going to be heartbroken. I'd help, but Ted and I have been barely getting by since the market crashed. What are you going to do now? I'm going to tell her that we can't make it. I'm going to tell her that we can't afford everything. I don't want her to do anything crazy. You shouldn't lie to her. You don't understand, Isabel. If she found out, I'm sure which she'd choose. So what? If she chooses not to save herself for the sake of this place, then so be it. Fuck you, Isabel. It's what she really wants. Yeah. Fuck you, Isabel. I really dislike it when you neurotypicals think you know what's best for others. Alright, you think you know what's best for others, Isabel? What's best for our dude? What's best for Johnny? What is best for Johnny? Johnny has no interest in living in this house. This house is what she wants. She'd rather die. What does Johnny want? Johnny wants her to live. Johnny wants to live together with his wife. Johnny doesn't want to be alone. So fuck you, Isabel. For just caring about her. I mean, yeah. I hate when you call me that, Izzy. You think this is all about her? Exactly. Good looking out, John. What about me, Isabel? After all these years, am I not allowed to be selfish even once? I don't want to be alone, Isabel. Nice. I'm not going to let her die. That's arrogant. I don't care. Where are you going? I'm going to pick something from this cliff to bring back to her. It'll at least give her some comfort. That doesn't make what you're doing any less wrong. Nick wanted me to give you this. He said it's called Everything's Alright. It isn't. Relics may also be acquired from exploration. Very nice. And I think that's a common attitude, right? And when someone is dying, like in media at least, I don't think it's like that in real life. Maybe it is. It's like it's all about the person who dies and what they want. And I mean, as I say, like the transition, making people who die comfortable, I'm all for that, right? But what happens after? That's egotistical. That's fucked up, wanting to control what happens afterward. Like, this is what she would have wanted. I mean, I guess I can see, like, this is what she would have wanted. I can see that as a motivation, right? For the person staying behind, staying alive or whatever. Colgatinotips says necrocracy. Right? Right? That's fucked up, isn't it? Do it in 3 turns? How the fuck do we do it in 3 turns? Oh. Gotta use this, right? The flip. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Necrocracy, maybe even. How do you pronounce that? There has been those things, right? Like the whole, I've seen the Terracotta Army, for example. That shit was crazy. People just did it, right? Madness, I tell you. That's actually a very good argument against religion, like the organizations of, right? And even the belief of. Like, we have no reason to believe in any afterlife, anything happened to the consciousness after. I mean, people want to believe, and that's well enough, I suppose. But basing decisions and life choices based on what happens after you die, that's not good for anyone. If you get convinced enough, like a lot of religious people are, that what happens after death is the most important, then anything is justifiable, right? Isn't it? Like, you can have your crusade because it's in the name of God. You can murder all these people because it's the name of God. Well, it's because what happens after. Like, you can make up any fairy tale. I mean, even if you don't make up, like, even not talking about the justification. It's like, well, what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? What if death is death? Who would have thunk, right? What if you die when you die? That would have been... Wouldn't, like, some of the things been for naught? Like all those people you hurt along the way? I don't know. Even if there is something after you die, right? You don't know what it is. It's all speculation, right? Even if something did happen. Like, let's say it's a simulation, and you're not just part of a simulation, you're actually the one playing. Well, it's actually a game, a simulation, a game, or maybe there actually is a God and there is a hell and a heaven. But how to end up in that hell and how to end up in that heaven, you don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, it doesn't matter at that point. And you don't know what will happen after, so it still doesn't matter. Right? It's not about then. It's about now. Right? What do you want to work for now? Not from an imagined speculation that probably, I mean, the whole point of Occam's Razor is, right? That's as soon as we assume stuff, we're making a mistake. Some things we have to assume, right? We have to assume stuff. That is just part of life, but most of our assumptions are mistakes. Nicholas. Oh, that was why he said he gave them something. Everything's gonna be alright? So you guys are really going for it, huh? Oh, this is when they started building the house. Yep, the construction's starting in just a few months. It's a bit of a squeeze, we've had to split the payment. But with financing, we'll make do. Oh, wonderful. Having your dream house built at such a beautiful site. Colgate InnoTab says mathematicians do lots of mistakes then. Well, you don't do a lot of assumptions, do you? You have a set of rules that you follow, right? The rules themselves are assumptions, yes. But as I said, we have to make assumptions. Mathematicians are the one that does the least amount of assumptions, no? Yeah, everybody does, right? Like, you have to make assumptions. That's what the whole thing, what is it called again? there is this metaphysical idea. What is it called again? That that reality is not real. What's it called again? Reality. Common colloquial usage, reality means... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Being, perception... Right. We have the name of the thing here. Fuck, there's... realism and something else. Realism. Is that new realism? Art? Classical realism. No, that's art. Here we go. Philosophical realism. Philosophical realism is usually not treated as a position of its own, but as a stance toward other subject matters. Realism is realism about a certain kind of thing, like numbers or morality. Is the thesis that this kind of thing has mind-independent existent. Right, there we go. The whole point of... Right, i.e. that it is not just a mere appearance in the eye of the beholder. This includes a number of positions with epistemology and metaphysics, which expresses that a given thing exists independently of knowledge, thought, or understanding. This can apply to such items as the physical world, the past, the future, other minds, the self, though may also apply less directly to such things as universals, mathematical truths, moral truths, and thought itself. However, realism may also include various positions which instead reject metaphysical treatment of reality entirely. Is it skepticism that I'm thinking of? No, that's not. Philosophical views that question the possibility of knowledge or certainty. Philosophical skeptics are often classified into two general categories: those who deny all possibility of all knowledge, and those who advocate for suspension of judgment due to the inadequacy of evidence. And this is not quite it, it's something else. Relativism is a family of philosophical views which denies... here we go. This is probably it, right? Relativism is a family of philosophical views which deny the claim of objectivity within a particular domain and assert that facts in that domain are relative to the perspective of an observer or in the context in which they are assessed. Right. This here, they have there is a very good argument that you really can't get by here. It's the Descartesian argument, right? That everything you see comes from your perspective. You are part of it. Right? If we remember from the other story, what was it called again? To burn in memory? The mirror. But reality is mirrored within us. And that's what psychology says as well, right? I remember reading in a neuropsychology book that the brain perceives and interprets. It creates reality from whatever it is that it sees out there. But you don't have to have that neurophysical stuff. It's like, try to say something independent of yourself. You can't. You have to be there. You don't know for certain that someone else exists. You can't know that anything exists. You don't know. Well, that's what Descartes said, right? The only thing you can be sure of is that you are experience. You have an experience. And that is the only thing that you can be truly sure about, is that you have an experience. And then Immanuel Kant came with the metaphysics and said that, yes, you have an experience, you can be sure of that. But you can also be sure that there is something outside of you, that experience that gives rise. There's the observer and there is the observed, right? So we have to make assumptions. I mean, if you go this relativist route, then you can end up with. You could go it and end up in nihilism, right? Well, then nothing matters because I can't know anything. But that's just a silly conclusion and approach to life, right? Because obviously it matters. It matters to you. It matters to other people and stuff like that. And this is actually why science is so good at what it does. And math, for that matter. Because it sets up a couple of rules that people can agree to. Just simple rules that we can agree to. Like a rule that 1 + 1 is equal to 2. That is a rule that we agree to, right? When we use that. But that rule itself is an assumption. We assume that is the case, but as long as everybody, the independent observers, we assume that all the other people are similar to us, that they are their own observers. We assume that they have their own minds. We assume that we are not alone in the universe, that I am not the only one that functions in a similar manner to I do. We live with the assumption that other people are real, if we say it that way. That's an assumption as well. We assume that they are other people, and with that assumption, we assume that their experience is similar to our experience. And it doesn't, well, actually, we don't even have to assume that. We just have to make sure that if they see something and they report it, then their experience doesn't matter. It's just that I report one thing, like I see the sky and I say, it is gray. You look at the sky and you say, it is gray. The same sky, not the different sky, right? And then we say, oh, good. Then we know that the sky is gray. If someone comes along and says, well, no, the sky is red, then we have an anomaly. Somebody reported something different. Then we investigate and we find a way, the best way we can, to make sure that we all agree. And I mean, science is not about making that person say what we say. It's about, oh, why doesn't our explanations match? And we try to figure that out. It's not about forcing agreement upon people, even though we humans really like forcing agreement on people. Will to power, right? But the point is that we just agree on these assumptions. And that's, math is so good, because everybody who does math in the basic sense, right? Maybe not at your level. I don't know how it works at your level, Colgating on Tap, but we do agree on the basic principles of mathematics. Just like the majority, it's a democratic thing, right? We need enough people. Well, it's not a 50% plus. That's not acceptable within science, right? Science has to be, what is it, 99.05? No, that's not the case. Sorry, that's statistics. right? There has to be a general consensus. And the lesser the consensus is, the more we accept that it's a work in progress. Like if 50% of people say that the sky is gray and 50% of people say that the sky is red, then we have an issue, right? Then we have to figure out why it is like this. I'm guessing we would find something within the eyes rather than looking at the world itself and find any difference there that might explain it. An explanation that people can get behind. It's an answer to relativism. So you have to make assumptions. It's just sciences and math are good at it. Those methods are methods to be good at it. Just doing it from instinct is when we come to places where we end up with disagreements and misunderstandings. That makes sense. Oh, wonderful. Alright, we're going back. We're at dinner. They've just decided to build a house. What time is it? Yeah, we can see what they say in this discussion. How wonderful. Having your dream house built at such a beautiful site. Oh? You had your wedding at that lighthouse near there all those years ago, didn't you? Right? Maybe it's not someone dying over there then. That's not all that's special about it. We have a long history with that place. Well, it's good to have some good news at a get-together for once. Cheers and congratulations, Yatu. You too? Hey, cheers. Be right back, I'm gonna get some fresh air. Me too. Are they out smoking, getting lung cancer together? Well, buddy, it's sure been a while, hasn't it? Who knew how hard it is to get across a few cities nowadays? That river, still so quiet, huh? Yeah, she's actually been talkative at home and with Isabel. I guess she's just not used to you. So I'm the bad guy here, huh? Oh hey, so did you tell River that thing from back then? I did. So how did she take it? For the most part, she took it well. But something bugs me. Wait, what? Ever since the incident, she's been making these strange rabbits out of paper. The incident? Origami rabbits? Yes, lots of them. I used to fold origami animals for my daughter all the time. What's wrong with that? I don't think it's the same thing. She's been doing nothing but to make the same rabbits day in and day out. Oh, I didn't think about that. I had like a suspend my disbelief thing, and I just considered that it was like a practice thing and an improvement and stuff like that, but I completely missed out on that. It has been kind of weird. And she's dealing with, well, the incident, right? Some kind of post-traumatic stress, perhaps? Our house is literally filled with them now. Didn't Isabel say that something like that is a common trait with River's condition? Yes, but something doesn't feel right this time. When I ask her about it, she never answers. Well, that is weird. Instead, she gets this distant look in her eyes. It's almost as if she wants something from me. And the strange thing is, I feel like there's something I owe her too. Have you asked her about it? Yes, she said she talked to her. I asked Isabel about it. Yes, she said she talked to her about it, but got nothing. Well, I'm certainly not one to inquire, but I'll tell you this. I've known you since middle school, and you're notorious for overthinking. You're probably just imagining things. There's no need to get too worked up. Maybe that's a brain tumor? Usually when someone says that, something is always wrong. Usually, always. Nice. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're probably right. Probably. I'm always right, John. After just making an assumption. Wait, so even he himself knew what was up with those rabbits? Forget about the stupid rabbits. We've got bigger problems. It's a confined memory, and there's no mementos anywhere. Don't worry, we can probably draw one out of him. How? Leave it to me. I'm just gonna give the bartender a quick visit first. He's probably gonna fail, isn't he? Or maybe I can fail. Hey there, could I get you anything? Heyo. Could I get a bottle of pickled olives, please? Sure, cash or credit? Check. I'm sorry, we don't take checks. Oh, just put it on my tab then. Wait, does that mean you don't have any money? You're so getting resetted. Hey there, could I get you anything? Call Get In on tab said, oh, I missed that, I'm sorry. It's not an assumption, it's a definition. It is a definition. Oh, 1 + 1 = 2 is a definition. Yeah, but right. The assumption that numbers, that we can do math, that math works. Like there is nothing out in the world that, when you see two trees next to each other, there is nothing inherent in them that says 2, right? It's just a system of, well, it's a system of observation, really. So wait, what were you saying? I was thinking you were saying that mathematicians do lots of mistakes. I was just thinking, what are the assumptions that you were talking about? I think maybe I misunderstood. I made assumptions about what you meant there. What is a mathematician? An assumption that a mathematician makes? I was just thinking about the assumption of math itself, like setting up a rule set with its definitions. Hello, can I get a bottle of pickled olives, please? Sure, cash or credit. Just put it on my tab. I feel like spending big today. Oh, thank you, sir. Here are your pickled olives. Thanks, bro. You'll be getting an enormous amount of tips today. Thank you, sir. You're such an ass, Neo. I'll loosen up. Let me know if there's anything you need. Hurry up already, I don't want to be stuck here. Why, is that bottle of pickled olives you're sporting? Is that a bottle of pickled olives you're sporting? Yeah? Are you a fellow olive lover? Indeed I am. Just got a fresh bottle of them myself, in fact. Mind if I join you? Sure, why don't you grab a seat? We'll down a bottle together. Oh yeah, that sounds just swell. Eva, disable taste simulation now. Oh Neil, I don't think I feel like it. I'm so gonna get you back for this. So that's how we got our first toaster. You okay there? Yeah, I'm just savoring the amazingness of pickled olives. They're wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, I just can't understand how anyone could found such things to be disgusting. Take your time, we've got 2 bottles left. So I said, hey, that's not right. And they totally agreed. And you know what else is wrong with society today? Nice. They actually have it right here. Why? Alright, so Colgate on tab says, like in proofs, let's assume A is... Wait, let's assume... Wait, what do you mean? A is odd-even number? This means 2 divides A and 2 divides is A minus 1. Alright. Odd. So... Wait. What do you mean? A is odd-even number? A number is either odd or even. No? That means that 2 divides A and 2 divides A minus 1. And that's an even number. So 2 divides A minus A minus A minus 1 is equal to 1. Right. However, 2 doesn't divide 1. So our assumption was wrong. And odd-even numbers don't There we go. Yeah, I was kind of confused, right? Odd-even number? That is not a real thing. And that is what you figured out with the proof, right? That is a proof. And that's a system of... Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, right? That's the exact point that I was trying to make in my little layout, right? Is that you have a system for reducing the amount of assumptions that you have to make, right? So your conclusion from this whole thing is that, well, there is no even odd numbers, odd even numbers. So it's a system for testing assumptions. You don't, well, I mean, you formalize the assumption that you're testing, I guess. Just like when I say, oh, the sky is gray. That is my assumption, right? That I see the sky is gray. And when you say, oh, I see the sky is gray as well, then we strengthen the assumption. And when someone says, no, the sky is red, then that weakens the assumption. It's the same. It's math is just a system of like strengthening assumptions, right? So the whole goal is to move away from assumptions. So I would say that mathematicians move away from assumptions, right? Everybody makes assumptions, but mathematicians, strict rules not to allow them. Isn't that it? Yeah, actually I have it right here. Why? May I see it? Okay. Here it is. And freeze. Finally, dear Lord. How are the olives, Neil? Oh, shut your mouth. Wait, don't you dare. Don't you worry, sheesh. See, I'm doing it by the books. Hadouken! Hulk smash! Neil, seriously. Why is he... I mean, he's a bit of a dick and an asshole, right? So, yeah. Well, actually, I can see that. I don't see any problem with him playing around with this. But I can see... Imagine working with such an annoying person day in and day out. In the end, you'll start to find everything they do annoying. I've been in that work relationship where I had a colleague that I just couldn't deal with. It was so annoying. Like in the end, it was like he said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab a cup of coffee." I'm like, "Oh, grab your fucking cup of coffee, even though it's not it's gonna be break in like 10 minutes, but you go grab your coffee and come back." You know, that kind of reaction like she has. Neil, seriously. Wait. I'm trying to get into this, and you're ruining the mood. Totally worth it. Wait, did these two? So like... We can do it in 4 turns, and we start out with just a 2. I'm guessing we want to move that over here somehow. And that here. And then just... Wait, no. If we shift this... No, that doesn't help me at all. Wonder what's special about these white things. Right? They're not like the others. Oh, wait. Yeah, fuck. This part was super fucking confusing. Like, the background is white. Are these? All the squares are the ones, so it's these I want to switch. Which means 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, that doesn't work. How do I flip these two over? Can't do that. What if I do this? are these white here and these are green? What does that mean? Which do I have to flip over and which don't I? I was just thinking this one, these two, and these two that needs to be flipped over. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's all the other ones. These two greens are screwing me over those. So I don't understand. Alright, I kind of feel like trying to get a good score here. It's just forcing me. I mean, I'm just wanting to have a good score. Then at the same time, I have no idea what I'm looking for. With just assuming and not testing. Like I can't do any testing. I can't do any science. Like sciencing. Like what happens when we flip this over? Pretty sure I was not supposed to do that. I'm probably pressing these two. And then these two. Alright, that was it. Oh man, I did not like that it kept count. Did not like that it kept count. Not even a little bit. But it's time for lunch, so save the game. Alright, so cheers for hanging out today. And yeah, I'm off. See you next time.